What's up, y'all? I'm
What's
Kerry.
up? And I'm Dee Dee.
And this is the Kerry and Dee Dee show.
Yes, it is.
I am so fucking pissed off right now. I'm steaming. This bitch, Dr. Murray, basically got off for killing Michael Jackson.
Yeah, child.
This seems like one of them old, Mississippi burning things where it's like you're sentenced to 5 years imprisonment, and I'm suspending the sentence. Bitch, 4 months.
It's like you.
Michael is dead. There never, ever again. Never.
And what this man get? 4 months.
4 months. Well, the year turned, but it's so crowded in the prisons there that he's not.
I wouldn't be surprised if he don't even do the 4 months. I know somebody mentioned that. Mentioned that.
He can do some of the rest at home.
He might not even end up going to jail. He might end up doing
house arrest.
Yeah, it's like I don't. Child, it's a conspiracy. Trust me. And I said this man, the time that he got is just ridiculous. He's 4 months.
First off, it took 2 fucking years to bring this to trial. Then you bring it to trial.
I really think he should have got
the
more.
Bitch, we know you were in the room. Michael's in the room. You left the room. Michael's dead. You come back to the room. You start hiding shit. Look, I don't give a fuck if Michael paid you for the shit to go to sleep. You were there. You were not supposed to be in this shit at all. You killed him. He died on your watch. You need to go to jail.
At least went to jail for at least a few years.
10 years.
He should have went to jail for some years. I wouldn't say life or nothing like that, but
no life because
I don't think that there's no way this man should have gotten like 3 or 4 months. I think that's ridiculous.
And anybody who has something to say, look, I have 7 children. I have boys and 3 girls. Let me tell you something. If my child was on the crazy side and that shit happened to my child, I even though I know that you had a hand in it, but this motherfucker went to school and he took an oath saying that he would not do any harm. You don't get a surgery every fucking night, so you don't need anesthesia in your system every motherfucking night. And you gotta, when you're talking that shit, you gotta think about Joe and Catherine. You gotta think about his mama. If anything, just think about his mama. How that woman is sitting there. This man killed my son. I brought him in the world. I spent 9 months carrying him. 40 weeks carrying him. This is my child, and you're letting him get off.
Now, at the same time, he is getting off, which I don't think he should be getting off. He should at least, like I said, have done some years in prison. Okay, that's that. Now, as a mother myself, if I knew that my child, as much as I love them, was into some crazy shit and you got some shit going on like that, you are partially to blame. Because it's your life and you allowing this shit to happen. You setting it all up. Yes, you are responsible. But where are the morals? Where are the ethics in this? Because look, as a doctor, there are certain standards. There are certain ethical standards that you're supposed to follow. If you don't follow those ethical standards and you are breaking the law, because what he was doing
was breaking the law.
He was not even supposed to be doing that. So you have a responsibility for this shit too. Yes, Michael have a responsibility because he was on drugs. He was a drug addict. That we just recently realized all these years man was taking drugs like you wouldn't believe. He was on drugs and he set it up. But at the same time, the person because of the way he set it up, he had a responsibility. And the person who comes in and decide, hey, yes, I want to take this job and I want to give you this anesthesia even though I know I'm not supposed to, you have a responsibility too. So it's not a one-sided deal. You're both, and whoever else was involved are all responsible for it. But in this case, this is the one who was giving it to him that night and he died. So he has to take responsibility for it. And I don't think giving him 3 or 4 months in prison is enough.
Michael already paid for his part in this.
He should be in that.
This man ain't paying anything. He ain't paying anything. Would you lose your license? You ain't paying anything.
And I know that there are more than just Dr. Murray who was involved with this.
Yeah, this here.
But because he was the one that gave the fatal dosage, and that man died tonight because he was the one that was there. He the one had to beat his chest to try to get him back. You were there. You have to pay a price for this. And I don't think the price that they're giving him is enough. He should be in jail longer. That's what I'm saying. Michael Jackson was a fucking drug addict. he paid his price with his life, and because of that, he's gone. But I think this man,
this bitch got some paying to do. Even though Michael was a junkie, I don't let no junkie tell me to come and do something shit for him.
Because what, like, it's like,
I mean, I'm not going to fucking sit there and say, oh, all right, well, I'm just going to do this.
But it's about the money. It's about the money.
Michael paid. He is dead. This seems like a conspiracy to me, because how the fuck you kill somebody and you get clean off? You fucking, you're a whole new man. You're on CNN tomorrow.
I didn't know.
Giving interviews and shit. You're a whole new man. You're a celebrity. You killed Michael. Ding dong. The way you done killed the motherfucker. You're a whole new fucking man.
I don't even know about his license. Will he lose that? Or what?
I don't even know. The whole thing is he's supposed to lose his license and go to jail. This is not supposed to go like this.
Nah,
when you look, if it would have been someone else who got killed, if Ray would have did it, Ray would have been up. This is a setup. Michael Jackson was murdered, and it looks like a conspiracy. Like a whole lot of people was involved in this. And they set it up so that this man would get off in the end. He really ain't losing nothing. No. He's on CNN tomorrow. So whatever cookies he had missed out on, he getting ready to get caked up.
And then it's like another thing, and when it came out that they said Michael Jackson could have been saved. If they would have got him to the hospital sooner, he could have actually been living. He didn't have to die. So it's like, that's another thing. When Michael wasn't responding or whatever, instead of Conrad Murray calling the ambulance right away, he was trying to get him back, revive him, get him.
No, he wasn't.
Well,
it was a portal.
Whatever he was doing or whatever he wasn't doing, it caused this man to lose his life. If they could have got him to the hospital sooner, he could have lived. Because they said what happened to him, if he could have been saved. So my thing is, it's just too many factors.
He could have been saved if Conrad would have been in the room within 20 minutes. They said he died so fast that he didn't have a chance to close his eye. So that means before Conrad left out the room, he had gave him that dosage, and he was dead.
I just really, I just feel like that man should do more than 3 or 4 months. I don't think that that's fair. I really don't think that that's fair. I just feel like he should have at least done a few years to sit down and. Look, let's get into it.
But it is what it is. This is Michael Jackson. This is not. Messi Maya's murderer is getting life.
You can do about
in prison.
It is what it is.
The dude who killed Messi Maya is gonna go in jail for life. How the fuck the dude who killed Messi Maya is gonna go to jail for life, and the dude who kills Michael Jackson gets off in 3 months? This is a setup. Because I thought when you kill people nowadays, you go to jail forever. Forever. And how the fuck he getting off? This is a setup. This is big, man. This is some big shit. Somebody's gaining from this. And obviously Murray's gonna gain from it. He's on CNN tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Like I said, both parties.
He's a whole new man. Michael did suffer. He's dead. I don't think that. This bitch ain't paid nothing. He can let get paid.
But the thing about it, Michael suffered at his own hands. If he wasn't doing the drugs like that, he wouldn't have to pay nobody to give him drugs to sleep. I just feel like this man should have just got more time. Now, I don't know if he signed anything agreeing to do this. Michael Jackson hired him to do it. It's a lot of, what you talking about with Messi Maya, that guy just went and shot him. So you just shot him for whatever reason, you going your ass to jail. There is a little more involved in it. All I'm saying is, I think
this is a doctor who's taking an oath. First off, he has illegal drugs that he's not even supposed to have. He's not an anesthesiologist. They're not supposed to even be in a house at all. He has that's a felony. He's administering drugs to a man that he's not supposed to have. That's a felony. Next felony, the man died. All right, Michael paid. He's dead. He ain't never coming back. He ain't moonwalking no fucking where anytime soon. And this bitch got 3 or 4 months.
Like, who wants to talk like
and then he's a whole new man. Now he's a celebrity.
So I really want.
This would not happen uptown.
I want to see this.
If this was uptown, there would be strict justice on this bitch.
Or do I want to see the interview? Because that's.
Well, you know you're gonna watch it.
I want to know what he's going to say. Like, what are you going to say? What is he going to say? Like, All I'm saying is, look, I wasn't there, and I just think that he should have died.
We don't have to be there. We know what the outcome is.
3 or 4 months.
He's dead.
It's just ridiculous. Nowhere in the world.
All this shit was wrong. All of this shit was wrong. Everything about this shit was wrong. Oxygen tank. Look, if I gotta give you something that I need oxygen tank.
I wonder if we had oxygen tanks in here and something went down. They probably come in and take our ass out here and arrest us on spot.
If I was a doctor and I'm giving you anesthesia every fucking night, I'm going, and you die, I'm going to jail. I am going to jail.
I don't think you in 3 months they're gonna have your ass.
Them people wanted that hands on Michael Jackson's money. All of a sudden he had no will, and then all of a sudden there's a will that he signed, but it only includes his mom and his kids. And you are the executors of it. First off, there was no will. Now, where does fucking will come from? Why y'all bust out here with this fucking will all of a sudden? No, these people wanted hands on this man's money. He's worth more money now that he's dead than he was when he was alive, because he's not living to spend it. These people killed this man and then set it up sweet. And look, there's no hoopla about this. When Michael died, every station on TV, his case, a little bit of piece of something somewhere, and nobody, all right, well, Dr. Conrad Murray, 2 years later after the man died, now he's in court and he's only getting 3 months. Because I don't want to hear that, 5 years. Fuck that. 3 months and then it's voluntary manslaughter. Fuck that. This is bullshit. I'm so fucking done with this. Just because somebody paying you $150,000 and then somebody said that, he would never kill his cash cow. No, baby. Think about this. I kill Michael Jackson. I get off. I go do some interviews. I get paid. I write a book. I get paid. And I make some appearances. I get paid. I get the sympathy of the people behind me. I get paid. He's going to make more money this way than he would have done making money with Michael. Who knows? The checks were bouncing when Michael was living. Now they not. I don't get it.
It is what it is. There's nothing there. It's just how the cookie crumbled.
And Michael paid with his life. I don't care what nobody say. He paid with his life.
By his own hands.
Not by his own hands. Yeah. Because those doctors had every chance to say, I'm not giving you this shit. Apparently, a lot of them said, I'm not giving you shit for him to end up with a black doctor. Because, Michael wasn't about them black people.
Money is rules. When you going to pay me some money to do this, who's not going to take it? Yeah, they had that woman. I don't remember her name. But she was saying how she told Michael, what are you doing? He wanted her to give it to him. She said, no, I can't do this, Michael. I can't be responsible for. She hurry up and went on the air and talked about that so she can exclude herself from the whole damn thing. I would have done the same thing. Because they knew sooner or later he was going to die from that shit. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't want to be the one giving it to him when he did it. So this Conrad Murray is the one that ended up giving it to him, and he happened to die that night.
Conrad Murray, this is etchy.
This
is real sketchy because look, you got this man under this anesthesia. You got to watch him sleep. You give him some shit. You said you waited 10 minutes to when you were comfortable. Then you went and took a piss for 40 minutes.
Well, the whole thing. I mean,
who takes a 40-minute piss first?
It was set up, I would say. But like I said,
he probably was dead when you walked out the room.
Michael Jackson put his life in the hands of
a doctor,
and it's why he's dead today. Now, like I said, he was definitely played a part of his outcome. But I just feel like this man, because he was doing something that he knew he shouldn't have been doing for money, he should have more time than some 3 or 4 months. A man died. So you should be in jail for at least some years.
Just off of Catherine alone.
And then move
think
on.
About the mother. All the women watching this, just think that's your own baby. And you know how y'all feel about y'all babies.
But yeah, that's your grown baby.
This is my grown son.
But she knew he was doing
he was on that shit. But this motherfucker killed my son.
They couldn't even stop him.
Yeah, but he killed my fucking son.
Yeah, but
he need more time. My son paid with his life. But he need more time. This ain't even about whether it was right or wrong.
Come out and say something because they said it was okay with the verdict.
They were okay with the verdict.
They don't have no objection.
Well, fuck this. Well, I'm a whole new man now. Thank y'all. If y'all was okay with this, then everybody's involved.
I'm just saying, they ain't said that.
Selling beds and shit. Who's selling the bed?
they happy that they can put this behind them.
Who's selling the beds?
I don't know, but I saw the brother.
Why even show up if you happy with 4 months?
I'm just saying.
You told him you go back to jacking your dick off if you get 4 months.
They don't seem to object to the ruling, so move on. They ready to move on. What else can you do? So that's why I feel like it's move on.
Fuck that.
There's nothing else you can do.
You know what? I only knew Michael from a distance. So if your family's fine with that, your parents said that this is a good day.
They selling his stuff. They showing his jackets. They ready to move on and sell that shit and move on, I guess. I don't know, child. That's all I'm seeing. I watched a couple of Wendy Williams and I watched the other show, and it was on there, talking about his life and his stuff and all that. Which is fine. I think they should do that.
All right, I take back everything I said. If y'all don't give a fuck, then you know what? Fuck
I don't think it's that. I just think
because obviously you don't give a fuck if this is all. I mean, child.
It's not that they don't give a fuck. There's nothing else that they can do. What can you do? You're not the justice system. You can't go in there and make them change. But they can't do that. They can't choke it.
I could not even fucking beat Joe Jackson sitting in there talking about, oh yeah.
Yes,
what are you
4 months.
You 4 months. Yes.
These people need to go.
I'm 82 years old. Hold on, I'm 87 right now. I'm 87. All right, shit. I done lived a long time. 4 months. I'm gonna shoot this bitch right here in this fucking motherfucker. I don't see. I'm 87. I already live.
No,
I already live. I lived a long motherfucking time. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker right here in here. I'm gonna shoot 2 or 3 bitches all together. Somebody's going down. My son is dead. I'm 87.
And
I ain't got but 3 good years in jail any fucking way before I die.
You don't want to spend your last years in
fuck that. They might give me a heart attack hustling me to the floor.
No, he needs to
fuck it. I killed this bitch. He killed my son. I killed this bitch. My son paid. He paid. I paid. It's all good. There's no fucking way. It wouldn't. I love my fucking children. I got tear in my eye now. I love my fucking children. If Bill got older and became king of pop and did some crazy shit like that, this bitch got to get more than 5 fucking years.
When they grow up and make their own decisions and they start doing, they decide they want to do some crazy shit, there's nothing you can
really do. This bitch killed my son. What I get? What I get from this?
You can't.
What vindication I get?
You can't control that. That's your son. But if your son fooling around with some strange, risky shit, what can you do about that? You can be mad at that person for a while, but fuck, you gotta move on. You gotta accept the fact that you was doing some fucking strange shit over here and incorporating strange people. What do you think you're gonna get out of that? Yeah, I think this man should get more time, but at the same time, you really
this man should get fucked up.
He should get some years.
And if you don't fucking put him in jail just for 4 months, then don't even have to put him in jail. Give me 20 minutes with him.
Tell you what, 40 minutes.
And chain him down. Let me beat his ass. Let me just get something off my chest.
4 months was just like, they should have just said he was innocent.
Yeah, fuck this. Shit, he off crying.
Yeah.
Fuck you, nigga. You got off.
This talk has been good, but we gotta cut this.
Yeah, because Dee Dee hungry.